What if our entire world is just a computer simulation, and we're merely characters in someone's colossal game? Imagine, every action you take, every thought, every sunset is just code written by an unknown creator. Sounds like wild fantasy, but what if it's true? Elon Musk claims the odds of us living in actual reality are vanishingly small. Today, we'll dive into the simulation theory, uncover scientific arguments, and try to figure out who's controlling our world and why. Don't switch away, because what you'll learn might forever change how you see reality. Let's start with the big question. What is the simulation theory? It's the idea that our world isn't real but a digitally crafted reality, like a video game or virtual universe. This concept was first seriously proposed by philosopher Nick Bostrom in 2003. He suggested that advanced civilizations with immense computing power could create simulations populated by conscious beings, and we might be among them. But what makes us think this isn't just philosophical daydreaming, but a genuine possibility? Elon Musk, one of our era's boldest thinkers, strongly backs this idea. In 2016, he stated that the chance we're living in base reality is 1 in billions. Why does he believe this? Musk points to the rapid pace of technological progress. Think about video games from 40 years ago, crude pixelated images. Now, we have virtual reality nearly indistinguishable from life. If technology keeps advancing, in 100 or 1,000 years, we could build simulations where characters believe they're alive. So, why couldn't we be those characters? Science adds fuel to the fire. Physicists have long noticed our world oddly resembles a digital system. Take quantum mechanics, for instance. Particles like electrons behave strangely, lacking a definite position until observed. It's reminiscent of video games, where objects aren't rendered until a player looks at them to save processing power. In 2014, scientists suggested the universe might have a pixelated structure, with space and time divided into tiny, discrete units, like a computer program. Is this a coincidence or a clue to a simulation? Another hint is the Planck limit, the smallest unit of length and time beyond which physical laws break down. It's like a screen's resolution. Zoom in too far and you see pixels. In 2018, physicist James Gates found codes in superstring equations resembling computer error correction algorithms. This discovery rocked the scientific community. Could the laws of physics be software running our reality? But who could have created such a simulation? And more importantly, why? One of Bostrom's hypotheses is that an advanced civilization might run simulations to study history, conduct experiments, or even for entertainment. Picture this. Somewhere in the real world, someone's playing a simulation called Earth 2025. We're their characters, and wars, discoveries, and even our personal dramas are part of the script. It's unsettling, but this idea explains why the universe seems so finely tuned for life. If physical constants, like gravity's strength, were slightly off, stars and planets wouldn't exist. Did someone program these settings on purpose? Now let's consider our perception. If we're in a simulation, our brains are part of the code too. In 2017, neuroscientists found that human consciousness can be tricked. Virtual reality can make us believe we're elsewhere or even in a different body. If our brains are so easily fooled, how can we trust we're seeing the real world? Maybe everything we experience, the smell of coffee, the sun's warmth, the sound of rain, is just data uploaded to our minds. There are darker versions of the theory. Some suggest the simulation wasn't made for science or fun, but for control. What if our creators use it to keep us ignorant? Think of movies where characters live in a fake world, unaware their reality is a sham. In 2020, A group of philosophers proposed the simulation could be a prison for consciousness, forcing us to relive life repeatedly to harvest energy or data. It sounds like sci-fi, but who knows what lies beyond our screen? What if the simulation isn't flawless? Sometimes we notice oddities that conspiracists call glitches in the matrix. Take déjà vu, the feeling you've lived a moment before. In 2019, scientists suggested déjà vu might be a data processing error in our programmed brains. Or consider unexplained events, like objects vanishing or meeting people who later seem to disappear. Are these bugs in the code or deliberate hints from the creators? But there are counter-arguments. Many scientists argue the simulation theory is unprovable. In 2015, physicist Lisa Randall stated there's no empirical evidence we're in a simulation. She said the resemblance of physics to computer code might just be a fluke. Other skeptics note that simulating billions of conscious beings would demand staggering computing power, even for a super civilization. But if our creators are that advanced, could we even comprehend their tech? Then there's the Fermi paradox. If the universe teems with advanced civilizations, why don't we see their traces? The simulation theory offers an answer. Maybe we're locked in an isolated program where contact with other worlds isn't coded. In 2021, astronomers noted that some cosmic signals seem suspiciously regular, as if someone's sending encrypted messages. Is it noise or a signal from our programmers? Now, the human angle. If we're in a simulation, are our actions free? In 2016, neuroscience studies showed our brains often make decisions before we're aware of them. This suggests our choices might be coded. If every step is predetermined, free will is an illusion. But why would creators give us the illusion of freedom? Perhaps it's part of an experiment to see how we behave in their game. So, how do we test if we're in a simulation? Some scientists propose looking for seams in reality. If the universe has a pixelated structure, super powerful telescopes might detect it. In 2023, physicists launched an experiment to check for limits in quantum interactions that could point to a digital world. Results are pending, but the idea alone makes you wonder, are we close to cracking the code? What if the simulation isn't a curse but a gift? Some philosophers argue living in a simulation is a privilege. If our world was crafted with care, it might be better than base reality. In 2022, Elon Musk said he'd rather live in a well-designed simulation. But that doesn't erase the question. Who's running the show and what do they want? There's no proof yet, but the clues are tantalizing. Our universe is too perfectly tuned for life. Physical laws resemble code. Our consciousness is easily deceived. Weird phenomena like déjà vu hint at glitches. And the scariest part, we can't prove we're not in a simulation. In 2020, Nick Bostrom noted, if simulations are infinite, the odds we're in one are nearly certain. It makes you think, is the truth closer than we realize? So, what do we do with this idea? Some say we should seek an escape from the simulation, like sci-fi heroes. Others suggest living fully in the moment, even if it's coded. But one thing's clear. This mystery reshapes how we view the world. If we're in a simulation, every day is part of a grand enigma waiting to be solved. The truth is out there, waiting for us to ask the right questions. If you love such mysteries, if you want to uncover secrets that flip reality upside down, this channel is for you. Subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with friends. Together, we'll get to the bottom of the truth. In our next video, we'll unravel another mystery that will make you see the world anew. See you soon, truth seekers.